so this is one of the kits that we're producing. This is how they come. So I wanted to do a little video, a live one, just to show people me taking the kit off and putting the kit on. I do have a scalpel, you don't need one, but this is just me taking an old kit off. Just do a little walk around the machine. So this is a white machine currently. The backs aren't fully covered at all. If they need to be, it's not a problem. They come round to the side, out of sight. So this is how the kits come. Left piece, left door piece, the sliver that goes up and over. The centre section, if you want it, it's there. If you don't want it, don't fit it. If you do want it, fit it. This, and this is for the chrome areas. So for these, you don't have to fit it, it's not a problem. How many people are watching? I don't want to do this if there's not a lot of people there.
30.
Cool, perfect. Right, this is an old skin. This was only fitted earlier on today, but it's not a problem because it removes just as easy if it was fitted after 1 day or after 20 days. If you wipe it with your hands, it's not going to come off. You've got no problems. If you want it off, you pick at it. He says, get an edge, comes off. If I want to refit that, this is not what it's made for, but it is possible. If you do want to refit it, you can refit it, rub it with a cloth, it's back down. The idea is it's one-time use, but if you do fit it in the wrong location, you can replace it. Another piece, no glue, no mess, no fuss. So these are the kits. So we start with one piece. It peels off the backing paper. It is a self-adhesive vinyl. It's got an air release to it, so you cannot get bubbles in it. We would recommend you cleaning this with an alcohol wipe, something similar. We don't produce these or sell these in the kits, but we can do if it's something you want to look at going forward. But we just recommend giving them a nice wipe, make sure there's no grease, no silicons on them. I've just taken the whole kit off this, so it's not a problem to refit a new one. The idea is get the first corner in, into the top corner. Make sure it's an equal gap. Look for a straight edge down here. Now, if it's not straight and you fit it wrong, it's not a problem. Pull it up, get it straight, get it where you want it. Touch it in the corner. The sides, get it nice and flat with your fingers. Get a cloth, a microfiber, something similar. It's an air release product. You cannot get bubbles in it. I will try and get a bubble in it. So I've just created a bubble. I'm now making it smaller. You can see the bubble. Okay? Push it, it's gone. That's that one piece fitted. The second piece, this D shape. Same again, right in the corner. If you're really fussy, obviously you want to get your gaps correct. You don't want to be fitting this up here because it's not going to look correct. So get your eyes in, same gap, in one corner. This is just floating. If I touch it, it's not a problem. Just pull it up. Focus on the bottom, get the same gap, fit it flat with your fingers, get the cloth. These aren't supplied, but these are just microfibers. Use a towel, use anything. You can see how easy that's gone on. That's done. Check your edges. Beautiful. Granted, this isn't the best colour to show people, but it's just what I've got that I've cut this from. Okay. So now I need to remove some more of this. Remove another piece. So this strip is different to the other strips. The other ones are started at the top. This one is quite hard to start at the top, so I start this one at the bottom. I start it in the bottom corner, just a little bit up from the bottom. In one corner, going straight to the next corner. Touch it, make it flat. Now this section here does have a little bit of gather to it. So what I do is I pull the corners, just Just pull it towards the back of the machine, and that creates it nice and flat. Any bubbles, fingers, with a cloth, again, you don't need any tools. It is easier if you've got a squeegee, if you've got any experience with vinyl fitting, but you don't need one. With the materials we use, it's so easy to fit. The next piece, has a pre-cut section for this area here. Line that up first. Again, this is all down to your OCD. If you want to give it the perfect gap, give it the perfect gap. If you're not that fast, you're not that fast. I like to get it pretty accurate. Come down to the bottom of the machine. Line it up. Once you're happy, cloth, air release, nice, beautiful. Again, the top will need that pull. If you just lay it gently, it's not going to be in the right position, and you do get a bit of excess gather here. So when you get to this part of the machine, give it a gentle pull towards the rear of the machine, straight down the middle, rub it out. There you go. Okay, the front of the machine, not everyone wants this covered because it does look quite pretty in chrome, but those of you who are purchasing the skins with your name on it, or Billy's Perfectdraft, whatever, or an emblem covering it, you will be covering these. So it's included with every kit, whether you fit it or not, it's down to you. It's a very accurate template, so if you fit it at the top, just inside the chrome, you can then grab the bottom, drop it. Now look, so here, it's not centralised, there's too much chrome this side, not enough chrome this side. It's really easy to pull it up, move it over, till you're happy with it. Not happy with it still. Once you're happy, again. Gently first, nice and hard afterwards. That's it, that's that panel done. It really is as easy as that. So the top section, need to remove the old white stuff. As mentioned, this looks quite nice, so if you was going for this orange colour, this looks better in chrome. But if you did want it covered, line up the back edge. Check the front, don't fit it, check it. So you can see there's a big gap of chrome, not a lot of gap of chrome. So all I'm going to do, lift it up, move it over slightly. It's very pliable, you can have pretty much as many goes as you like, as long as you're not too aggressive with it. You can focus on getting it exactly where you want it to be. Once you're happy, it's got an equal gap, use a cloth. Give it a hard rub and it's fitted. Put some there. Same again. You haven't got to be a vinyl fitter to make this look work. Okay, so you can see there's a bit of shit under here. Excuse my French, but so there's a bit of shit underneath, that's a bit of dirt, that's because I'm doing this very rushed, not very cleaning it. If you do get any dirt under it, you can get rid of it, you can lay it back down, but I just recommend taking a little bit more time than I am now to show you guys the example. Okay? Then it's back piece. Pre-cut, nice cloth, don't worry about the bubbles, give it a good rub. If it's not where you want it, lift it back up, put it back down. There's no tools, literally at all, there's no cutting, there shouldn't be. If you fit it right, there should be no cutting and no need for a squeegee. The other side, Again, this is a white skin that I fitted earlier on today, but this is how easy they remove, even if they're not fitted on the same day. Comes straight off. But I want to put this one back on. This is not what they're meant for, but if you do have a friend that wants your skin and you want a new one, it is possible if you bring your friend's machine over to put his machine next to yours, whip your skin off, put it onto his, as you can just see. That's no different than me pulling that off and put it on a machine next to it. It's not what it's made for. I wouldn't warrant it for that, but it is possible. Again, corner, touch it on. Once it's on, it's pretty tight. It's pretty good. Get this line straight. We don't want it over here. We don't want it over here. Nice and straight onto there. Down with the hands. Get it pretty smooth with your hands before you rub it with the cloth. Anything like this, just flick it up. Flap it down with your hands first. Cloth, nice and hard. Beautiful. This is probably the worst colour to do this in. I'm not a massive fan, but it's very different. So. Last piece of this kit. Top corner. Along the bottom. Round with the fingers, nice and gentle. It's all very gentle. If it looks horrible, don't do it. You know, lift it up, give it some slack. Position it where you want it. You don't want it there, okay, no problem. Relay it where you want it to be. So if it's too high, and then all of a sudden you realise, oh, that's too high, just pull it back off gently. Put it where you'd like it. Round with the fingers, nice and gentle. Hard cloth. Cool. Again, a bit of shit under it. As you can see, I'm doing this very fast. A tiny bit of crap under it. If you want to peel it back, peel it back. Get whatever's under it out of it. Put it back down. The handles we did have a template for, but the handle template, where it's curves that way and this way, we've got a problem with them and they're not very easy to fit, so we're not supplying the handles. The nozzles we were also supplying, but we've noticed that they bunch up when they get pushed in, so we're not supplying these. The skin is mainly for the whole machine. And any questions, just inbox me. Not shy for questions, so inbox me, message me, direct message me, whatever. I just think it'd be cool, and I'd love to see everyone's machines. Once they get their skins, I want everyone's skins uploaded onto our page, because some of the designs have been really cool, really bespoke, really unique, and yeah, they look amazing. Cool. Cheers, guys.